Teixeira, yeah,
Oh,
Teixeira.
Teixeira.
He's saying like if he see me like he gonna in hotel or something. Bro, I don't need hotel. You need to come to the UFC. You has a contract. If you wanna fight, let's go.
I'm retired, Chimaev, but I'm around. You mess with me in the lobby of the hotel, anywhere you see me. You mess with me, I snatch the life right out of you, man.
Khamzat Chimaev shuts down Glover Teixeira's talk, urging him to settle everything inside the cage. Meanwhile, after hearing talk about a possible fight, Alex Pereira kept his response calm but clear. He explained that if someone truly wants to challenge him, they need to step forward in a proper manner. He pointed out that the other side feels distant, not just in terms of location, but also in commitment. Still, Alex didn't shut the door. Instead, he opened the possibility of meeting the challenge in the opponent's preferred environment.
Pô, esse cara, pô, fala de lutar comigo. Pô, tem que chegar, entendeu? Pô, não tô... Tá longe, velho, tá longe, mas eu posso, né, fazer desafio aí, lutar na área dele, se ele quiser. Olhar, olhar. Vamos lutar na sua área, então. Pô, vamos lutar no grappling, então. Pô, e outra.
Alex continued by suggesting even more options, making it clear he was willing to compete anywhere. He mentioned an upcoming UFC event, saying they could settle it there if that made things easier. He also added that the payment didn't matter much to him. What stood out was his promise. Whatever amount he received would be donated completely to charity, showing that the challenge was about competition, not money or attention.
A gente pode lutar no UFC, né? Tá passando, tem um evento do UFC, né? Agora, né? O jiu-jitsu lá tá... Pô, vamos fazer isso aí então, vamos fazer acontecer. E outra, eu nem sei quanto que eu vou ganhar, mas é uma grana boa, né? Pô, tá ligado quem sou eu, né? Uma grana boa. E essa grana vai ser doada 100% pra caridade. Tá bom pra você? Chama.
Adding on, he talked about how some matchups make more sense than others in the fight world. He explained that certain names carry a level of experience and history that draws real attention. As the discussion shifted toward recent exchanges with Khamzat Chimaev Glover, became more direct. That set the stage for his clear message about who he thinks deserves the spotlight and how he views the situation.
What's up, coach? You training for Chimaev?
Oh, porra. Chimaev, you gotta fight Poitin, bro.
Huh?
You know, he's like, first of all, he needs to get there. We need John Jones. We want John Jones. Big name. But Chimaev fights that guy there. If he fights that guy, I'll bet my house on it. I'm retired, Chimaev, but I'm around. You mess with me in the lobby of the hotel, anywhere you see me. You mess with me, I snatch the life right out of you, man. This is the guy.
É o que tá pegando aí?
No, Chimaev.
Ah, porra, velho. Porra, só Chimaev, velho.
Khamzat Chimaev finally responded in his recent interview. Before addressing anything directly, he made it clear he wasn't interested in side conversations or hotel confrontations. He wanted to bring the discussion back to professional fighting. This moment led to his explanation about where fights should happen and why talking outside the UFC doesn't make sense to him.
Teixeira, yeah, Teixeira.
Oh, Teixeira.
He's saying like if he see me like he gonna in hotel or something. Bro, I don't need hotel. You need to come to the UFC. You has a contract. If you wanna fight, let's go. Why is saying hotel and stuff? This baby. Huh?
After explaining that real fighters settle things properly, Khamzat continued by reminding everyone that personal locations don't decide anything. He said he's ready anywhere, but the right place is always the UFC. He shifted the conversation toward professionalism, earning money, showing skills, and letting people see who truly belongs at the top. This part of his message connected directly to how he views the fight business.
If you wanna fight, real fight, we meet somewhere. So let's see who has a big heart all the way. I don't have problems fight anyway. Hotel, no hotel, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But our business is UFC. It's same fight. Go in there, make money, fight, let people watch who is real fighter. Yeah?
Furthermore, after addressing the hotel comment and reminding everyone that real business happens in the UFC, Khamzat continued speaking about the attention surrounding the situation. He noted that some fighters gain extra spotlight from having their names mentioned, even when they haven't earned it through actual competition. As he kept explaining his view, he shifted the conversation toward hype, recognition, and how certain matchups could create big moments.
No problem. No problem. We can speak about him as well. He's also a UFC fighter. We make him famous. He wants it. He wants it. He want to be a corner, but we make him like, yeah, what should we do?
When sometimes when like camps are
Brother,
talk,
this cappuccino, he tastes like my cappuccino. It will be so sweet if I get a fight with him.
with Alex.
With Alex and Gary, no problem.
Moving on, many fighters are talking about Alex Pereira's growth and toughness in the MMA world. Rampage Jackson shares his thoughts on Alex's skills, highlighting how he handles pressure, adapts quickly, and improves his wrestling. His perspective gives fans insight into why Alex is considered a serious threat inside the cage, showing both his striking and overall fight readiness.
I think it's he's ready. He's ready, bro. He's standing right in front of you and just throw punches and kicks in your face. But he's ready for whatever you throw at him. And now his wrestling is getting a lot better. He learns so fast. To be honest, when I first heard about him, I was thinking like, oh, he probably won't last too long because of his grappling and people try to take him down. No, the guy's ready. He's ready for everything. I think that's the one thing about him. I think he's game. He's game, bro. He's ready.
After Rampage praised Alex Pereira's striking and adaptability, Luke Rockhold adds his perspective. Now, seeing Alex dominate and grow in confidence across multiple weight classes, Rockhold emphasizes his increasing power, skill, and composure, showing a clear evolution from a promising fighter to a complete and dangerous MMA athlete.
I hated on him. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the division and I thought he got groomed to the top, and I didn't think he had the ground game to really compete. But I mean, this guy has proven himself over and over again, and the gamesmanship is what I see every time now. Like he's so confident in there, and he doesn't question himself. I mean, we all go through moments and times in fighting, and he can move up weight classes and fight the big dudes like that. Like it doesn't even make sense how big he can get. Like honestly, like you're talking about a guy who made middleweight, now he's going to heavyweight and he's weighing 240 pounds. Like he don't look small. No. He looks bigger and bigger. It doesn't make any sense, and he gets more and more confident.
And his power.
I'm sure he's getting better and better on the ground too.
Building on their earlier praise of Alex Pereira's skills and growth, Rampage and Rockhold shift the conversation to potential matchups. They discuss how even a fighter as talented as Alex would face unique challenges against elite champions like Jon Jones. Their insight highlights the gap between rising stars and established legends, showing respect for both Alex's abilities and Jon's dominance in the octagon.
That's different now. I'm one of Alex's biggest fans, but I've been in there with Jon Jones. I just think Jon Jones, he's not even going to take the chance of giving Alex the type of fight that
not even close.
That Alex deserved to have. No, Jon Jones is not going to fight.
Deserves to have. I mean, you can't say he deserves to have, but Jon takes people out of the game, and he's so good.
But that's an interesting point. Deserves to have. You're saying not deserves to have. What is wrong with
this? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, because it's like Jon Jones he's not even going to stand up with Alex.
He's gonna take him down. He's gonna put elbows through his head.
But isn't that what fighting is?
All that thing I say about Alex, how impressed I am with him. Like it's just Jon's is just a different animal, man.
Totally we'll talk about him.
Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen reflects on Alex Pereira's journey in MMA, weighing both his victories and setbacks. He points out that despite losing rounds or fights at times, Alex's determination and willingness to step into the cage consistently demonstrate the heart of a true fighter. Sonnen highlights that this courage and consistency make Pereira a serious contender for being one of the greatest of his era.
If we keep playing this game, and all of a sudden you get to the greatest fighter of this era, I'm going to tell you Alex Pereira. But to be the greatest of all time, there's just rungs. And if Pereira is already the greatest of his era, that means he's eligible for greatest of all time. Now, I've seen him lose. I've seen him lose badly. I've seen him lose fights. I've seen him be stopped. I've seen him lose moments and sequences. I've seen him lose rounds. Every completed round he and Khalil Roundtree had, I saw him lose, just for example. But aside from his greatness, and aside from all the fights that I saw him win, the knockouts that I saw him score. Aside from all of that, he has a willingness to fight.
Sonnen explains Alex Pereira's courage in taking big fights, showing why he stands out in MMA. Sonnen shares that Alex and Glover made it clear they are focused on bigger fights, not side challenges, setting the tone for the strategic mind games behind every call-out.
And so I look at Pereira's willingness to fight Jon Jones. And if we are tipping our hat to that, then that's where Chimaev's willingness to fight Pereira becomes a problem. What is Pereira supposed to do about that? Pereira and Glover speak on this, and I'm hoping that I can edit and attach a piece. If I fail to do that, I'm going to send you guys a link. But they were straight up. Glover and Pereira go, "Hey, Chimay, you got to get here. We don't care about you. We're not against fighting you, but you got to get here. We're trying to fight Jon Jones. You're stepping in with what isn't all that bad of an idea, but we're busy trying to fight Jon Jones." So Pereira goes a step further, right? Because all we're talking about is willingness. These guys don't even have to touch. Ilya and Islam, current rankings have shown us they don't actually have to touch.
Sonnen continues that Chimaev suggested a grappling match with Alex, but the fight would matter only if Alex won. Even if Chimaev performed well, it would need to be dominant to change perceptions. Sonnen emphasizes that the back and forth is more about strategy and reputation than the actual fight. This shows how mental games and calculated responses influence MMA narratives beyond just what happens in the cage.
And now you have Pereira, who has accepted, or at least suggested a call out of Chimaev for a grappling match. Now, the only way that settles anything is if Pereira was to win. But that's only because we all expect that Chimaev could win. So even if they grappled and if Chimaev won, it's the way. I mean, it would have to be a dominance. It's one of these things because it's going to be a creation in your mind. I'm just saying, this was perfect.
Finally, Sonnen breaks down the trap Alex Pereira has set for Chimaev. Chimaev must now decide whether to accept, ignore, or refuse the match. Sonnen points out that the grappling match probably won't happen, but the situation strengthens Alex's position. This highlights how callouts and strategic plays build tension, showcase confidence, and keep fans engaged while shaping the storylines in MMA before any fight even happens.
This was perfect by Pereira. I need this. As a Pereira fan, I need him to not back down. If he backs down from anybody, I mean, I just went through this with Jon Jones. When Jon Jones backs down, like, as a fan, it's a letdown. Tremendous. So I needed Pereira to respond to this. I needed him to not back down. I love the idea of a grappling match. It's not going to happen, but them fighting isn't going to happen. Chimaev didn't think he was going to get the fight. He was trying to get the headlines, and he got them. But now he's been countered. Now, again, that grappling match isn't going to happen. But the next play is that Chimaev either accepts the match that isn't going to happen, or he ignores them or refuses the match. And that's the trap that Pereira has laid.
Adding on, Michael Bisping talks about Alex Pereira's move to light heavyweight and the huge potential fight against Jon Jones. He explains that at 38, Jones may still want to stay active, and if this fight happens, it could be the biggest in UFC history. Bisping highlights how the matchup even more than Pereira's title fights, showing the scale of anticipation and excitement surrounding Alex's career.
You know what? At 38 years old, he probably wants to stay active, but moving up to heavyweight, and let's just be honest, there's a very good chance that Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones does get made at the White House. That would be the biggest fight they could make in the UFC right now. Certainly one of them. Pereira versus Jon Jones, would that be bigger than Pereira versus Tom Aspinall? It probably would, and it shouldn't be, because Tom is the undisputed champion, but Jon Jones has been around forever. Now, we spoke about this at length many times.
Bisping also points out that Alex has important work to do before reaching such a high-profile fight. He mentions top contenders like Jan Błachowicz, who is on a strong winning streak, and as necessary challenges, while other fighters like Khamzat Chimaev are available, is that victories over top-ranked opponents are crucial for Alex to solidify his position and earn a shot at legendary matchups.
There's a good chance that that fight happens. Certainly if Donald Trump is like, let's get John Jones on, let's get Alex Pereira on, right? The fight's going to happen, okay? It's going to be the best fight card that Dana's ever put together. That's the plan. And certainly with some of the fights that they have available at their fingertips, it just might be. But the reality is that Alex Pereira has got work to do in the light heavyweight division. Remember, Carlos Ulberg just smoked Dominic Reyes, knocked him out cold. He's now on a 9-fight win streak, so he's got to fight him, okay? Outside of that, there's no one else. But for Khamzat Chimaev, there's people there, for sure. There's Nasruddin Imavov, who got a great win in Paris. He beat Caio Bahario. He looked fast. The boxing was unbelievable. He was so quick. That'd be a great fight because the man can wrestle as well.
This series of exchanges highlights the intensity, strategy, and professionalism of MMA at its highest level. Fighters like Khamzat Chimaev and Alex Pereira aren't merely generating headlines, they're showing how true competition unfolds. From calculated callouts and mental games to climbing weight classes and proving themselves inside the cage, every move reflects respect, skill, and reputation. Each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen their legacy. Fans don't just watch fights, they witness the stories, strategy, and determination behind every confrontation, gaining insight into what it takes to compete and succeed at the pinnacle of mixed martial arts. Who do you think would win if Khamzat Chimaev and Alex Pereira finally stepped into the cage? Share your prediction and reasoning in the comments below.